They done slang some shit and they really done it. It's a problem to my boys and me. If you steady friend, just look at me. I started from the bottom and now I'm studying. Don't give a damn about juju. Ain't nobody fooling me. Got eyes written all over you. Those look like truth to me. I'm seeing what you're doing, G. Thought that was cool. You see, you try to keep me slick. Talk French, ain't no fool to me. I'm perfectly fine. I'm about to make it on my own. Lebron and Don and TP, you know what we're going to make.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Stuck in this rut, I'm trying to get my paper. Holding the money, folks trying not to get pay cuts. Seeing the disconnect, connect to the youth. They say I'm the truth, real nigga come through. Made it to da-da-da, fuck them Google lads. We search for liberty, out in this industry. We found the enemy, stopping them from killing me. They stress me out, stretch the main killer. You out killing me, this is my entity. You feel the energy from across the room. You can hear my voice from across the tune. A young pharaoh, I paint pictures. I hope you see my mirror in my conviction. Having addiction, gold is my mission. Do you see my vision of what we've been missing? Slash is change, I pass the fame. All I want is freedom in the past is name. Church, for what it's worth, can't take it to the dirt. You can send it to my daughter. I'm no scholar, but I know logic. Who would thought a little promises to make a little profit? Think I saw the future, but I'm stuck on designer. Life is a movie, bro, seen silver lining. Y'all some actors, but y'all need practice. Y'all talking practice, my game flow, talking game 6. Don't want to no more, but I kill them with that fix.
So my boy flowing free, but they ain't really my stilo. I'm better with my ink on that paper like a C-note. I'm better with that pad like shorty on a monkey. So I'ma get the head only, like I'm hunting. This shit finish up and wanna kick it like she frontin'. She only my type before I'm coming. She only my type when a drink pouring good and the views is right. So I need my hotel to see the lunar light. I need my hotel to have a couple fans to keep me cool at night. And a buck because she drooling right. Yeah. And they looking at me like a fool. Alright. I'm better with a pen like a debit card. Flowing hell hard like she never get this weapon, y'all. Sick with it like your nigga got a fever. Got them lines that leave a nigga lost like Katrina. Got them lines I promise I fuck your favorite singer. I'm better with utensils for writing on instrumentals. I'm trying to write something to get it deeper to hit you. But now I'm putting it together to show these niggas I'm clever. If you ever want an example, I'm ready for whenever. Yeah, I'm better with my phone writing verses in my notes. So I hope you bundled up cause I'm cold. True. Yeah. TP. Prince.
SS.5.
They like, ooh, damn it. Them boys make me mad. On the track, man, and boys off average.
We got some whips and we zooming on the highway. I'm talking zeros and I'm whipping on the highway.
Give me a beat and I fuck it up. We on the rise like an uppercut. And that's straight to the face, nigga. No time I'm playing waste, nigga. On the phone like every day. Making moves, trying to get a pay. Check, I'm coming in any day. Gotta get this anyway. Beginning of the game, bitch. Still fucking with the same shit. Still rolling with the same click. My niggas don't change shit. Who the fuck niggas get hit? Game tight like I did it. Act bad, shit get bad. Went your ass like Snubfest, and that's true. Going hard like they ain't nothing new. Money on my mind, always thinking about that guap. I don't think these niggas ready. Boy, we about to change this game. That's all them bitches say like, ooh, damn. TP, boys making magic. On the track, man, them boys is far from average.
We got some whips and we be zooming on the highway. I'm talking zeros and I'm whipping on the highway. Give me the beat like a god. I'm about to fuck it up. I'm an ass. Round two, we don't lose. Pour me some purple and let my that's roll through. My niggas nice and so cool. That's nice they hell. Now so this smoke with chance and me Christ. I never got enough fucking hard drugs, but then they did it at charge. Like I was fucking love. They wanna see real shit. I can see they running up to me, follow on I leave from my beats. Me and PD together we dope. Me can get you a dig. Dope some words, I used to have say that they big send one nigga to pay their bills. And all her tickets and bitches, that's stressful. I busted another in my mouth, I called her a new and told her to go home and chill.
Them boys make ads on the track, and them boys off average.
We got some zips and we zooming on the highway. I'm talking zeros and them whipping on the highway.
Man, that nigga bro, he a real one. I bet the bitches come around for a real one. I bet they drop that ass down for a real one. Body like a bottle shot up and they get filled up.
Man, that nigga Prince, he a real one. Trying to stack the paper, yes, he's a real one. I don't want the faking phony nigga, he a real one. Face the fucking nigga, I still one. You can take your time and screw these hoes that y'all drill. They don't give you cavity to bet you I'll feel. Shaking the fast on the nigga, I'm built. Try to tease a nigga with the pussy, y'all still don't. You up in the club, you better be gone. That you got a baggie in my pocket and it's full of loot. Yeah, my partner's on, I try to shit my nigga blues. Party getting bigger, but so bitch, we call it Bruce. Everybody in the club and they getting high as fuck. Please don't come ask me questions because the answers up the cuts. Unless you come in peace and treat so dap up with me, my nigga John Smith. He shows you love and fucks you up. If you a single mother, hope you got a babysitter. You're broken here alone, I'm the one of my niggas with her. They probably in the bathroom, seeing if he can fit us. Blowing nigga till the shit turn into a glass figure.
Man, that nigga bro, he a real one. I bet the bitches come around for a real one. I bet they drop that ass down for a real one. Body like a bottle shot up and they get filled up.
Man, that nigga Prince, he a real one. Trying to stack the paper, yes, he's a real one. I don't want the faking phony nigga, he a real one. Face the fucking nigga, I still one.
I'm here. I know, I'm doing a story. Alright.
This is a remake by the hit Brainiac.
TP.
The hit
So
Brainiac.
ride around in my 98, going hard in this hella late. Blowing kush out, windows up, trunk beat, volume up. I walk into the club just to see what's on and pop it. Put the herb inside my pocket, got a nigga smelling rotten. Why these hoes throwing that number? But all the nigga can see is you, that brown hair and that fat ass. And be a lie, girl, if you ain't true. I got a house that's decorated and my bed got extra spaces. You should come before it's taken. So we rolled out, got drunk as fuck, cranberry and Henny cups. I got mad bottles, mad weed. She rolling up and I can barely puff. She said her pussy fucking soaking. I should put her on break ocean, give her dick and then she rolling.
Hey, that's your boy TP. It's your boy Prince. Hey. Yeah, this beat dope as hell. We just walk in, I'm feeling saucy. My thoughts flowing in this rock. She like that, that's dropping. Skinny nigga in the pocket.
Yo. Welcome again to the Step Back 3 show, part of the Off the Ball Network. Yes, sir. It's your boy Prince. It's your boy Evie Ev. And your boy Dez. Another day. Got some dope
What's going on?
for y'all. Hey,
That's good, man.
Y'all haven't got the opportunity yet. We finally got our Twitters. I actually need to put our Twitter handles on here. I'll have that ready next show. Totally forgot about that. But again, you can find us on the Off the Ball Network. We're all part of the family now. I appreciate y'all tuning in, everybody who came in today. Anyway, so first things first, how y'all doing, man?
Good,
Sun's
man.
out. We moving right along, man.
Yes, sir.
Feeling the hat, F.
Appreciate it, man. LA.
All right.
They're looking kind of suspect right now, but
Oh man, yeah. Oh man.
Hey,
yeah.
man.
Hey, so peep game. Let's start this off by talking about these all-star selections. You know, the first thing we got written down is, you know, thoughts on the all-stars this year, but I think the more pressing issue is thoughts on Devin Booker. You know, D-Book has been slid in to the all-star team. Like, what is it? This is the third year in a row?
second year.
Second year? Where
Yeah.
he only got in because somebody else got out. And here's my dilemma. I have an issue with Chris Paul getting picked over him. Not saying Chris Paul's not good, but I do not think Chris Paul is a better player overall than Devin Booker. So, I mean, what do y'all think? Ev.
I agree with you, Prince. I mean, if I had to pick one all-star out of the Suns, I would pick Devin Booker.
Absolutely.
10 out of 10 times.
I agree. So I heard some of the analysts talk about why Chris Paul was chosen, even though most of them like contradicted themselves. But they said most of them said they looked at the difference between this year and last year,
What's up, Matt?
and they said the difference is Chris Paul. Yes, that's true, but is he the most? Is he the highest scoring? I haven't checked, but no, he's not. Okay. I know there's like analytics with like plus minus and things like when Devin Booker's on the court, but that's what the analysts said for the most part. They said the difference between this year and last year. Yeah. So I would like to know criteria for certain players, like Chris Middleton, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Almost the same stats from this year than last year. Only he has a little bit more assists, but he's not an all-star. So I want to know why he was off. So stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want to know what went into the thought process.
So what
But I agree with you.
My question is the all-star voting solely the fans? And if not, how much weight do the fans' votes hold opposed to, you know, whoever else is like the league? You know, if the league's votes count more. Do you guys know?
I think that the fan votes are for the starters,
Mm-hmm.
and then the reserves is for the coaches.
Wow.
I don't know if the media has a say in the starters as well,
Yeah.
but I think the reserves is solely the coaches, I believe.
All right. So just so you know, for this season, is this season? Yeah, 2021 season, 2020, 2021. Devin Booker
Here we go.
is 22.6 points per game, while Chris Paul is 18.4. Devin Booker has 3.6 rebounds per game, while Chris Paul has 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Booker 4.7 assists per game, while Chris Paul has 9.4. And Devin Booker 0.8 steals when Chris Paul has 2.2. So the only stat line Devin Booker is leading in is points per game. Now we can make the argument that, you know, every other stat line, you know, is for Chris Paul, yes, but people don't. People go to the All-Star game and want to watch an All-Star game and see some scoring. Nah, it's only a 4-point difference, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, and then with the voting process, the fan votes 50% of the total vote to determine the starters for the All-Star game, and current players and media members split the other 50% for the starters.
Hey, so real quick, hey, Matt's, I can't get a donate button because we haven't been affiliated with YouTube, so that's that. Big Zay Mac TV. Hey, shout out to Big Zay Mac. I don't know if you guys know Big Zay Mac.
Yeah, for sure.
My man got a video coming out soon with a Slim Thug. I don't know when he's gonna drop it. I've been waiting for it to come out. But hey, shout out to Big Zay Mac TV doing big things out there, man. Congrats, man, on your success, bro. But he said Mike Conley Jr. deserved that spot over Booker and Chris Paul.
I heard his name being brought up too.
So I don't disagree with you, Big Zay Mac. I don't disagree with you at all. But just for the sake of our argument, we were just saying that Devin Booker deserved to be in there over Chris Paul. But what do you think, Ev, about Mike Conley?
I mean, I think the Utah Jazz got a. Yeah, I mean, they got 2 starters, or they got 2 All-Stars, so I think that's enough. I mean, Mike Conley, this is not. I don't think this was his best year.
Yeah.
But I think he deserved at least to be an All-Star. You know, years before.
Oh, he was hurt for a while, wasn't
I think so.
he? For like, not like multiple seasons back to back, but like games for like long periods of time. But I definitely think that he deserved to be an All-Star a while ago. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
They say he's the best non-All-Star ever.
Mike Conley?
Yeah.
Dude's a beast, man.
Yeah.
Dude's a beast. All right. So, let's look at these teams. All-Star roster. We're going to go just the top 5 or the starting 5?
I mean, we can do the starters and the reserves.
All right.
I mean, because we're going to talk about snubs too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead then, Ev.
All right, so for the starters, you got Giannis, Bradley Beal, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant. Well, Kevin Durant's out. So I guess Sabonis is going to start.
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Yeah. Well,
I thought it was JT.
Jason Tatum's going to start? And then Sabonis.
Yeah, I thought it was Jason Tatum.
Oh, okay.
Jason Tatum? Okay. Then you got Kyrie. For the West, you got LeBron, Jokic, Kawhi, Steph Curry, and Jokic.
Doncic.
Oh, Doncic.
Yeah.
Doncic. Reserves, Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Rudy Gobert, James Harden, Zach Levine, Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Julius Randle, Ben Simmons, Vucevic, Zion, and Devin Booker.
So, Zay said his reasoning for Mike Conley being on the All-Star team is the same reason that we saying about CP3. Mike Conley makes the Jazz the best team in the league. And that's his argument. And just as CP3 makes the Suns relevant. That's what he said. So, back to your list. Who are you saying got snubbed?
Snubs. I mean, DeMar DeRozan, Fred VanVleet, Chris Middleton, Bam Adebayo, Tobias Harris, Trey Young, and your favorite, Russell Westbrook.
Ooh. You think Russ should be on here?
I mean, he's putting up decent numbers, but I mean his team is not good. So
yeah, if anybody's coming off the Wizards, it should be Bradley Beal, which he is. So
I mean, you got Vucevic, and they're close. I mean, the Magic are close to last place.
Hey, Jay, sorry, Jay said he don't want to hear none of us talking to him. Put some respect on the Knicks' name.
Hey man, Julius Randle, he made it.
Randle, man.
He made it.
Randle in there, man. He put y'all on the map.
He made it.
Dude been grinding all his life.
Definitely. Hey, and Fred VanVleet, definitely a snub. Yeah, I agree. Even though I hate that dude.
The man's 6'1", averaging 21 points a game, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's fresh out of Foot Locker, bro. Yeah, he's doing straight.
It's crazy. Trey Young was a starter last year, and he's not an all-star this year.
On the list this year, but whose spot could he take?
Zach Levine.
You don't think Zach Levine is worthy of being a? That man's averaging 28.7 points per game, man. He's averaging 28, 5, and 5.
Yeah,
Nah.
That's pretty elite.
That's kind of tough to like.
All right, what about Jason Tatum then? You can't have 2 All-Stars on the Celtics and not even
500.
be under 500.
Mm-hmm. There was some controversy around that. So yeah, I dig it. A lot of people chose Jaylen Brown over JT.
Well, Jaylen Brown's been hooping. I mean, they both been hooping, but Jaylen Brown's been like hooping. So yeah, I mean, I think they could. But Jason, I don't know who picked him.
Hey, we have a question. I mean, later.
Oh, okay.
For who?
All right, yeah, I got you. Hey, one time for Julius Randle, though. He makes the Knicks watchable. I don't disagree. Even though I haven't, the only game I've seen with the Knicks is with the Warriors. But, yeah, Julius Randle's a beast. So, as far as the West Coast goes, who would you say got snubbed on the West?
I feel like the obvious snubs are in now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Everyone that could have been in, it's just kind of what it is now. Unless they add more spots next year, it's just going to be the original selection. 2 or 3 players get injured and can't play, and the ones get in. That's been happening.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm with Ev from what he said. I think at the beginning of the season that Rudy Gobert is definitely not playing worth the money that he's been paid. Not saying by any means the guy's trash or garbage, but how much ain't he getting like 30 million a year?
Something like that.
Yeah. 14 points a game, 1 assist per game. Now he's getting 13 rebounds. That's cool. But 14 points, $30 million.
It's all about what have you done lately, and that man's been Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh my gosh!
First team All Defensive Player. That's how they get paid. So players get pissed when they don't get selected for the All-Star game because that's their resume.
Hey Jay, you right. Y'all did smack the Warriors, but we came right back and smacked y'all too. So yeah. But 14 points a game.
I don't disagree that he shouldn't be paid that much. I don't disagree, but the man was Defensive Player of the Year.
I feel like if you don't get paid that kind of money, you have to play like your assists and rebounds, blocks gotta be like out the roof. You know what I'm saying? As a big man.
For sure.
Rebounds looking good, but I don't know. 30 million a year ain't it? Not for me. What about you, Ev?
I mean, he's decent, but he shouldn't be. I wonder how much Embiid should be worth, or Jokic should be worth.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think they got signed earlier than Gobert, so it's an interesting time, man.
Do you think that you think Damian Lillard should have started over Luka, Jokic, or Steph?
I think so. He's been playing really well, even without CJ McCollum. It seems like the Mavericks, they haven't been playing well. So,
what about you, Des?
Yeah, I think everyone, even Luka, admitted it. So it's hard to go against what Luka. I mean, the man said it. So Luka has a huge following in Europe, as as Dirk did. It's just continuation of Dirk. So
Jason,
count that man in.
They overpaid. What's his name? Damn, okay, I don't even like the dude.
Gobert?
They overpaid him, but he said, yeah, Gobert. But there's no bigs playing defense like him. So, that's fair. That's fair. All right. So, before we move on, I just wanted to, you know what? We we can talk about football later. We'll get to football later. Y'all cool with that?
Hmm?
All right,
Yeah.
cool. So, we want to get our boy Earl in here. He's our guest for the day. If y'all haven't had the opportunity, check out Earl. You can catch him on Twitch. He's a streamer. Earl TTV. Yeah, let's try to get him in here real quick. I mean, I guess while we're waiting, we can talk about that real quick. Do y'all think? Just a quick question. We don't gotta go in depth about it, but do y'all think that Russ is gonna get traded? As I'm
No.
gonna be honest, man. If Russ gets traded, that's it for me in football. Like, I'll still watch it. I'll still watch football, but like, my heart ain't gonna be in it no more, man. Yeah.
Not this year, but next year.
Why you think next year?
I mean, nobody's really mentioning it, but to trade Russell Wilson, it affects the Seahawks cap.
39 mil, I believe.
Yeah. So they're still gonna have to pay him even if they do trade him
Oh, really?
this year. I mean, next year it'll be much cheaper.
Doesn't his
But-
contract end 2023?
Yeah.
You got Dak Prescott?
If you talking about Dak Prescott coming to the Seahawks?
If they franchise tag him,
Yeah.
it'll match up pretty.
Man, I don't know, man. Yeah, no. Russ made me a believer, bro, and so it's gonna be kind of tough for me to just be like, just watching football, like the Seahawks come out knowing Russ ain't about to run out there and do his thing. It's gonna be weird. So I don't know if I can do it.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. Hey,
The air is in his ear.
I sent Earl a message, so we'll just wait for him to
Okay.
come in.
All right.
So he said, how do y'all know his desired destinations? Did he come out and say that he wanted to go to the Jets, Bears, Saints, Cowboys, Raiders, and Dolphins? Did he say that?
His agent did.
His agent.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
If I'll say this. If Russ, the only one I can see, like, all right, I'm cool with that, is if Russ went to the Dolphins and we got Tua. I like Tua Tagovailoa, and I like, as much as I'm a Georgia Bulldogs football fan, I hated Alabama, but Tua Tagovailoa is a great quarterback, and he was a great quarterback. So I think Washington would be the perfect place for him. If we had to get rid of Russ, or if they made that decision, I would love to see him in Seattle. That would be dope.
I totally agree with you. I mean, out of all the teams that his, desired destinations, I would take Tua plus, a couple of their draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say? I know they. I think Russ gave specific reasons for each of those teams, but I don't remember the Dolphins one. The Dolphins reason.
Weather.
It was just weather.
Are you serious?
Weather. I mean, weather and money.
Oh.
It's the taxes.
Weather?
Hey, man, the weather is.
I mean, like,
What's
in
wrong
comparison
with
to the other reasons.
What's wrong with the PNW?
I think it's raining right now as we speak.
I know.
It's probably, and it's gonna be hurricaning in Florida pretty soon.
Sierra's hair is getting frizzy, man.
She don't got money.
That's true.
She got money. Shit, she catch a flight somewhere else and go hang out somewhere else. Shit. I'm good. But what about, Jets? Who's the Jets quarterback?
Sam
Don't
Darnold.
know.
Yeah, he can stay.
Yeah.
Well, we still got Geno Smith coming off the bench, right?
Mm,
I think so.
yeah.
That'd be the last resort.
Geno Smith. So we ain't getting nothing for the Saints.
We get boy,
Who?
Mr. I can do everything.
Who's that?
Taysom Hill.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't want him, but I would want like Michael Thomas and Kamara.
Oh yeah. Hey. Yes.
We can if we can get both of those guys,
Yes. Hey.
we'll figure it out.
What's the? Why would the Saints do that?
Hey, what you
For
mean?
quarterback.
Yo,
No,
you
I
want
get
Russell
it. I
Wilson?
get it. I get it. Okay, I get it. But why would the Saints do that? You're giving up. All right, you're giving up your weapons for you're giving up your bullets for a gun. That's what you're doing.
What is the most important? What's the most important position?
It is the quarterback.
Right.
You don't think they would give it up? Michael Thomas
For
injured.
both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the dude that was on here a couple weeks ago? He said he wasn't big on Michael Thomas. I feel like he would do that.
You're not talking about Mo, are you?
I don't think it was Mo. I don't remember, but I feel like he would definitely do that deal. I don't know, man. What was Michael Thomas's numbers? Was he an All-Pro last season?
No, he was injured.
Okay.
And Kamara.
Damn. That's those are their guys, but
yeah,
Russ is many people agree he's one of the 4, I think, elite quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so yeah, that'd be definitely worth it. And then Geno Smith, he can come off. He can go ahead and start if he wants to. That's cool because you really just need Michael Thomas, right?
What do people in the comments say? Is that a fair trade? Russell and
actually, yeah,
Russell for Kamara and Michael Thomas. Is that a fair trade?
Zay and Jay, I want to know what y'all think. Is that a fair trade? Let me know. All right, the other question is, have we seen the best of Russell Wilson? I don't necessarily, I wouldn't be surprised if the first half of the season was his best. But who's that?
Yo.
Is that Earl? Earl, what's up?
Earl, what's going on?
What's good, man?
How y'all boys doing?
What's good, man? Earl,
We living good.
Hey, man, we good.
Good.
Got headsets and everything on too. I'm slipping.
Yeah, where's your headset, bro?
I mean, if I gotta look the part for a second,
there you go.
Put it on.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. How about yourself?
We good. We've been waiting for you to get on the show for a few weeks now.
Hey, I'm here. Just like black people starting late.
Yeah.
See, that's what y'all was doing too. So I was on that type of time.
Hey, it's still Black History Month.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey,
it is.
y'all told me 7:30, right?
Hey,
What time is it now?
hey, it's 7:30 somewhere.
I bet.
Hey, so P game. Since it's your first time on the show, we gotta ask a question. Rugrats or Hey Arnold?
That's a good one. I think I watch more Rugrats, but I probably get down with more Hey Arnold.
All right, that's fair. What about Hey Arnold or Doug?
Made him think.
You gonna hit me. I don't even want to answer that. So, jeez. What else y'all got?
You said Hey Arnold?
I'll go with Doug.
Doug? Okay.
Wow.
That's respectable.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't watch too much of both of them, so it's all good.
All right. So, Earl, we got some topics for you. Thank you for hopping in the show. First thing we got for you right now, the one All-Star snub that should have made it. Who?
Snub, right? So my first one, I'll probably just go with this one only, but I got Jimmy Butler. And I only say that because if I'm looking at the pool of people who didn't get picked, I mean, he's one of the best ones. And you saw what happened in the bubble last year, so
Yeah.
probably it.
Who would you replace?
Who would I replace? Now, that's the problem. I think everybody's good to go. I mean, if I can take out Sabonis right now, cool. But I think everybody else is good to go.
You don't take out 21.6 points per game and 11.5 rebounds per game for Jimmy
Yeah,
Butler?
but you're talking about an All-Star game though.
Yeah, you're right.
You gonna have big man picking up rebounds. We're gonna see dunks the whole time. So I mean,
look at him grab
he
that
ain't gonna be
rebound.
dunking too much.
He's got another rebound.
Hey. A different ball game there, and you know they ain't gonna play him in the fourth quarter anyways. You know, in that last 5 minutes roll through, they about to sub him out.
That's true.
Yeah, you're right. What you about to say, Des?
I was gonna say, if he grabbed 50 rebounds, would you bat an eye?
Yeah.
It's an all-star game.
Yeah,
And that's what he's best doing. So
if he grabbed 50 rebounds, what would you say? Like, God damn, that boy deserved to be there more than Jimmy Butler.
Call him board, man. Right? Still.
All right, Earl. Who could replace LeBron as the face of the NBA?
Man, am I getting all the shots right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I came prepared. If I was to say replace LeBron right now, if I was to say overall person, I think it'd be Steph Curry. Only because if I look at these stars, like, let me say Kevin Durant, right? Durant already hates the media, so they're not going to put him as the face. Giannis, I just don't think they're going to do it. I don't think he talks enough.
Or nobody can understand him.
Kyrie, he's going to do his sage stuff, so they're going to be like, nah, we ain't with that. So, yeah, I mean, to me, it'd just be Steph right now. Probably be Steph. And Kawhi don't talk, so that's a wrap, too.
Yeah. What about you, Des?
that's a good pick, man. I got Luka, but he's not American. I think that's gonna hurt him as the face of the NBA. I got Lamelo. We're talking about like after LeBron, so like 3, 4, 5 years from now.
Yeah.
I got Lamelo, and then if Zion can stay healthy, I got Zion. So those are my top 3.
King Penguin. What about you?
Dang.
You do look like one, huh?
Dang.
What about you, Ev?
I got Zion as the face. I mean, he's already an all-star in the second year, and our team's not even doing that good.
Yeah.
Team's really bad, but he's still gonna. I mean, he's gonna make the all-star team probably every year in his career.
Did he make it last year, or is he just playing in the rookie?
He didn't make it last year, but I think he just didn't play enough games to make it. But I mean, if it's not Zion, then I think it's LaMelo.
No, absolutely. No, I think it was fun. Like, so I watched them play against each other, or I just watched it on YouTube, but a long time ago, whenever they were still in high school, and of course Zion dominated. Like, I don't even know why the highlight was Zion versus LaMelo. It should have just been Zion versus whatever school LaMelo was going to, because it wasn't even when he came to Spire. It was when he was still like in his
Chino Hills,
yeah. And so, Zion just dominated him. Like,
he had a couple threes in a layup.
Yeah.
Zion dunked on everybody.
Yeah, Zion just looked like, I don't know if y'all ever got the opportunity to watch him in high school, but he did not look.
Yeah.
He didn't look like he needed to be in high school. He definitely. Just the way.
Bro, he went to like block a shot in high school and almost like crashed against the board, like the backboard.
Man, that's a grown boy right there.
Yeah. South Carolina.
Eating that cornbread.
What they feeding down there?
Cornbread and alligators. What? All right. So, y'all already know who I would pick as a face of the NBA. I don't know if I need to say it, but I would like to say that if LeBron left today, Steph Curry would be the face of the NBA. But if we like,
I knew he was all right.
yeah. So if but I'm gonna go with what Dez said. If we talking about when LeBron leaves in, 3 to 5 years, yeah, Steph will probably still be relevant, but I feel like Zion or LaMelo would, depending on where they're at in their careers and what their stat lines are looking like, he'll probably be one of them. So I think Steph Curry will be on his way out. Not like his gameplay is gonna decline or anything, but he's just on his way out the NBA. So he'll be the old man of the league type.
He's still gonna be really good.
It's crazy, right? Yeah, Steph Curry's so little, and like it's just hard. It's just hard to see him like having old man like problems, other than his ankles. But
is he still having issues?
he
tapes some things up. He does it like the soccer players do it. He does it twice.
Bro, you need to see, like, when they do a zoom in on his ankles, bro. It looks like he's wearing like a cast. Like it's
leg weights
wrapped up. It's strapped up.
Hey.
Like if Steph Curry falls over, his it's gonna break above the brace, like right above the brace. His ankles are good, but
wow,
yeah, he'll be straight. But either way, I stick with Zion and LaMelo. All right, Earl, who would you rather have, John Morant or LaMelo for the next 5 years?
Give me LaMelo. I got that John Morant was Rookie of the Year last year, but give me LaMelo because I was watching this dude overseas, seeing him in high school. Dude was all online anyway, yes. So I mean, we got to see, his progression or whatever. But that kid is like what, 6'8"?
6'7", 6'8", but yeah.
He can shoot. I mean, the shot is kind of crazy, but it is what it is, right? But he can pass. He got
becoming more consistent too. It's becoming.
But that's what I'm saying. He's confident now. So I mean, you got that, and I just think that he can facilitate all over. John Morant, he seems like the let me get a big highlight, let me get a dunk. I give a couple passes here, but it's about me. And I think LaMelo is on the opposite spectrum. I think he'd do you right over the years.
Yeah.
For a team more than John Morant.
What about you, Ev?
I'm gonna have to agree with Earl, man. I'm gonna have to go with LaMelo. I mean, I love Ja, love the way he plays, the dunks, all that. But if I had to pick between them for 5 years, I would go with LaMelo.
Hey, real quick, we got one of our brothers on part of the network, Mo Murph, in the chat. Welcome, man.
Good, Mo.
You hopping in. Salute. He says LaMelo Ball also. Now, Mo, you gotta remember, man. You gotta leave why. Tell us why. So go ahead, Des. Or yeah.
Man, I'm trying to make a case for Ja. And that dude got hard, man. Like in the playoffs, I'm thinking in the playoffs. I want to see LaMelo in the playoffs and his impact. Yeah. So hopefully I'm sure we're gonna get a chance to see that. But yeah, that's the only case I can make with Ja, is that he's gonna fight, man. And you want those type of dudes in the locker room.
So I'm gonna go LaMelo also. I understand, like, yeah, you want to make a case for John Morant when you're talking about those, this specific conversation, and that's nothing to take away from John Morant. Like, obviously he's a great player, but I think LaMelo's gonna have a bigger impact for his team than John Morant will with his team. Mm-hmm. I guess that's what Earl said, but absolutely. And y'all might not agree. Maybe y'all do agree. I didn't even think about what y'all thought about this, but I feel like LaMelo Ball's basketball IQ is ridiculous.
It's like it's really crazy.
Good. Really good. He's been playing with grown-ups this whole time.
Yeah.
So, like, he does things like the way he does it is like a second nature, like driving a stick shift. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just turns up and looks like he's not looking to. He doesn't care about bringing the ball down and trying to set up. He's like, who's down there? All right, bet, gone. You know what I'm saying? And I think like that's a Ball family thing, because I don't know if y'all remember Lonzo was doing that a lot when he first came in. And yeah, if you got the personnel to do it, it's perfect. If everybody's on the same page, like, LaMelo about to grab the rebound, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And the passes are just pinpoint and perfect.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you might have to call it a 2/3 Ball family, though.
Listen, man,
This a
I
whole.
don't know
That's
about
a,
our
hey,
last
listen,
one.
that's a whole other conversation. Yo,
I don't know how many passes he dished out, man.
Leangelo is nice, bro. Like
He
Leangelo is
better.
actually
He can shoot.
good.
He can shoot, but I couldn't tell you one highlight I saw him pass.
Oh my! Listen, but that's the thing. He's a good
Say
scorer.
it.
He's a good scorer, and Leangelo can take a lot of people's places on a lot of teams in the NBA. I firmly believe that. Now, do I think
Why
he's
is he in
gonna-
the league?
Now, because they biased, man. I don't know. Look at Detroit right now. Look at Detroit. Look at Detroit,
I mean,
bro. They
you
got
do
rid of him
gotta-
for what?
You do got to ask yourself if you can offer J. Cole a spot, and you ain't never seen him play the lick of professional basketball, but you drop the brother. It's just,
And that's another thing too. It's like, you know, he's a ball brother. Like, you know, I give LeVar Ball a lot of props, and I always will. I always do. Like, as much as he's a loudmouth, he talks a lot of crap, but he did a good job, a great, phenomenal job with his sons, and like not just getting them into the league, but just making them great basketball players. So if LaMelo's good and Lonzo, you know, all right, he's pretty good. LaMelo's kind of shitting on him right now, but either way, don't you think Leangelo would have some sort of talent? Like, if they didn't even let him play in the preseason. They didn't let him play. They didn't give him no chance, and I don't think that was fair. So
I think he should have been a tight end.
I think he should have played football too, but
I never seen his football highlights.
I mean, he's got the stature of it though.
Yeah. I think his dad, he played tight end. I think he was on the Panthers.
he's on the Panthers.
Jets.
Yeah,
Oh, it was the Panthers?
he might have been on the Jets too, but he was for sure on the Panthers.
Oh, well, either way, I don't know how much of a chance he's got, but I think he should keep trying to get into the
For sure.
league. And best player on new team.
Best player, I would go with James Harden.
Okay, so that's what you mean by that question. Okay, gotcha.
Yep, James Harden.
Easy.
Yeah. What about you, Des?
I got James Harden too. You said this has to be a player.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, James Harden.
You too, Earl?
Yeah, I got James. Shoot, he's seen a couple games, 16, 15 assists, scoring 29, 30 points, and then you got to think he's got Kyrie and Durant there. And I mean, this fits in that new category, but boy, it's gonna be a team.
All right. Biggest buyers and sellers before trade.
Wait, what about you?
Yeah, what about you, Kim?
Oh, James Harden. My bad. My bad. The only person I was gonna try to make a case for was Chris Paul, but
I got Chris Paul on the list too.
Yeah.
I got Lamelo and Halliburton.
I think I would have went LaMelo second.
Oh, so rookies were part of this. I thought y'all were just talking about
Yeah.
people who moved. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, no, Chris Paul was on my list, or in my head, the next person that I would try to make an argument for. But it's kind of tough, like, with rookies because people, like, moved around. Like, would the Hornets, not saying the Hornets are great, but they're doing pretty decent, right? And would they be that good without Gordon Hayward or Terry Rozier? Well, Terry Rozier's been there. This is second year, right? But without Gordon Hayward. You know? So, LaMelo got a lot of options.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I don't think Gordon Hayward's all that nice anymore.
I don't think so either. But they're saying the Celtics actually need him. Like everything that they're lacking, Gordon Hayward provided.
Hey, good piece. I think it's a real
Good piece. Do you think he's a third option or fourth option or what?
On what, the Celtics?
Just anywhere on any team.
I mean, the Celtics, of course, I would think he's third option.
Okay.
But because even Utah, I mean, I see all this Donovan Mitchell stuff we got going on right now. So, I mean, he was, to me, first, but second, but also could be third option too. So,
Yeah.
I'll put him there.
Is Gordon Hayward first option on the Hornets?
I think Terry Rozier
Is he?
Is it Rozier?
I think Terry Rozier is. Terry Rozier is playing
Yeah, because he
nasty.
tends to have the ball. Like, yeah, I would say Terry. Dang, Terry Rozier. Yeah,
Hey,
That's
Rozier is playing out of his mind, man.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what.
if Terry had another good piece yesterday, they would have came back and beat the Warriors. Because Warriors were like up by like 17 or some shit like that. And then Terry Rozier was like, yo, screw this, and came down and hit back-to-back threes and a layup, like, without the Warriors scoring. And then they were just down by 9, and the Warriors called a timeout, and then it, like, you know, it was whatever. And the Warriors won. But, yeah, with like 3 minutes left, he went on his own little scoring streak. So, I like Terry, bro. Scary Terry. I like him.
Scary Terry.
I like it. All right. Yeah. Biggest buyers and sellers before the trade deadline.
I think the biggest buyer, I think the Celtics. They need a big. They need a big, and they can get Andre Drummond. I think that may be the best person they can get. They're gonna have to trade somebody though.
So you said the Celtics?
Or
Yeah.
Bro, they have Taco Fall, and I don't know why they don't use him.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, they could get Boogie.
They could.
I get you with the Taco Fall, but I feel like you trolling with this Taco Fall
No,
too.
listen, no, man, bro. What? Okay,
Didn't they give him an opportunity though?
and he did good. And he did good. Not saying this dude he's not. Are we looking for an all-star here? Like, do we want the Celtics to just have an all-star team? No, but I would rather have Taco Fall than, oh no, that's not fair. Nah, never mind. Than Kevon Looney.
That's your boy, man.
I know.
No, Kevon Looney is not my
You gonna stab your boy in the back.
absolutely. That's what. Yeah, fine. Fine. Taco Fall is not bad, man. He's not trash. I'm not trolling. I really think that he's a decent big. You watched him in college? Anybody watch him? Anybody see him in college?
Taco Fall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he made it pretty far. His team.
Yeah, Taco Fall he's good. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
I just don't think he has the the pace of speed. That's to me. Like, you put him out against a guard who's quick. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of big dudes get ate up, but it's gonna be a little different with him. He's gonna be a little too slow on that. A little too slow.
Yeah, but ain't nobody putting up any layups in there. If you stay in the paint, he don't got.
But see, that's like having Boban, right? Make a case for Boban then.
Look,
Okay.
Boban nice too.
They like the same people, man.
Yeah, but Boban plays.
Yeah.
That's true.
And Boban plays on a team that's, well, I guess Kristaps ain't really playing right now, but they got a lot of options. I don't know.
By the way, they trying to get rid of Kristaps.
You said they what?
I said I seen something that they're trying to get rid of Kristaps.
Yeah, him.
Over Thing God.
Hey, we'll take him. Warriors will take him. They can have Kevon Looney. Bye.
I mean, as beautiful as that sounds, you think they're about to give a 1-for-1 with
Nah.
Kevon Looney and Porzingis?
Nah, but they can have Kevon Looney. They can have what's that dude?
You gonna throw Draymond under the bus too?
Nah. No, we keeping Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Lee can go. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple people on there that I could leave.
Is that the one that hit the game winner? That one game like
a
month ago?
He's inconsistent. Like, he's super inconsistent. He can go.
Wait, who'd you say?
Damian Lee.
They ain't letting go of Steph's stepbrother.
His brother-in-law.
Yeah. Already got rid of one brother before. They ain't gonna do the step. So
I was actually kind of hoping they got Austin Rivers when he was a free agent, but
You're not gonna keep Oubre?
not for Porzingis. It's two totally different positions. We need a good center.
Man, change your heart on Oubre. Change your heart, bro.
Hey,
Are you?
He's
I
starting
ain't
to
gonna
play
lie,
a
I
little
was hyped up
better.
too for him.
Are you a
I was
Warriors?
hyped up too for him,
Hey,
but boy, oh boy.
he's played a little better since the last time we had a conversation.
Oh man,
Has he
I wish I
not?
could play back. I wish I could play back last episode. Man. Time is-
I mean, I'm gonna say it's hard not to come back being better the way he was playing.
Yes, like, dude, man, dude was.
It was bad.
It was bad.
It's still kind of bad.
No,
But it
but
was bad.
I think the only thing, and I told them, is the only thing is that Steve Kerr needs to be like, yo, stop shooting as much. Like, that's it. Like, if he would just stop shooting all the time, like, and it's if you wide open, yeah, that's cool. Damn near anybody in the NBA, if you wide open and you can shoot, go ahead, whatever. But he'll like take contested shots. He'll off the pass, I'm gonna just shoot it, or I'm gonna do a step back, like. Nah,
Can
bro.
you real step on 3 people?
Yeah, like, come on, bro. And then he was missing layups. And he was missing dunks. So, yeah.
Yeah, but see, if you talk about Steve Kerr telling him not to shoot, to me that's a separate topic because I've come to the conclusion that I don't think Steve Kerr's a great coach.
Mm.
I watched a YouTube video about somebody saying the same shit.
He's doing the same thing as if he had Clay and Durant out there.
Yeah.
Along with Harrison Barnes and all them too, because the system has not changed. He just threw Oubre in there and said, "Hey, Clay would be right here to shoot some threes too."
Wait,
Oubre's like, "I'll let it fly."
was it y'all? I was no, I was talking to Mr. Thomas at work, and we were saying Steph's rotation needs to change because these teams know that Steph's gonna be out for at least 6 minutes twice. So in those 6 minutes, like, let's be honest, Steph has had some like bad games. Everybody has bad games, but Steph can't do it 100% every night. But he's had more good games than not, and a lot of those good games, they will take Steve Kerr will take him out for 6 whole minutes, and then these other teams will just make a run. So unless you're playing the Brooklyn Nets or like another really good team that it doesn't matter, but I feel like they should switch up, like, the amount of time he gets pulled out. Like, they could spread out the 12 minutes throughout 4 quarters in 3-minute segments. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you look at it now, at least with this Golden State team, who's the threat?
Other than
Just
Steph?
be honest. Yeah, just be honest. Who's the threat? So that's why I say you can contribute to the bad games because if Steph has the ball, even if he's off the ball, I can double him and say, Draymond, have fun.
Yeah.
And Draymond is sometimes going to take that ugly 3. Sometimes
Hey, he made it.
come in there and make a bad pass.
I saw he was making it though.
A little book bag jumper. I mean, it's going to be really bad. So I look at Steph having to run around and try to take charge of a team knowing that every game is going to get double.
Yeah. No, that's got to be.
And sometimes triple. I mean, he could shoot like crazy, but it just gets to a certain point to where it's just like, just like you said, he's small, frail, 6'3". I mean, he ain't no 6'8", 6'9". It's a little different. It's a little different. So
we gonna see, man. Hey, I said they should just tank this season, man, and get another top 5 pick.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Hey, Daz and Earl, y'all didn't say your biggest buyers and sellers before the trade deadline. I guess we didn't get to it. Oh, for me, I guess I don't really know. So
Biggest buyers? Yeah.
All right, so tell me if I'm answering this correctly based off of what you said. So, like, I'm gonna always fall back on the Warriors, but they need another shooter, right?
I mean, yeah, like what team needs to be? I mean, what team is looking to improve?
Yeah.
Now, is this championship caliber improve, or is this just playoff improve?
I would say playoff to make the playoffs, or to get a playoff push for a championship.
I say a good playoff push. If Warriors could get like a Buddy Hield, then they would be just somebody to take some pressure off of Steph and contribute enough. Because Buddy Hield's averaging what, 22 points a game, and he's knocking down over 40% from three. So
He's getting 15 a game.
is it 15?
Yeah.
I think
He said, "Oh, never mind."
no. Because I was reading his stat line, and I think the reason is it was in a month or a certain game span that he was averaging like 22 or 24 per game.
Gotcha.
It might have been January, but either way,
If it's not the Celtics as buyers, I'll probably say the Heat. Maybe they just don't look the same.
but what do they need?
Prayer. I don't know.
Oh
Bro,
Lord.
but it's the same team that went to the finals last year.
No,
Is it though?
They need better guards. They need better guards.
How is the team any different? Yeah, Tyler.
They got Avery Bradley.
Yeah, so it should be better.
That bubble effect,
Yeah, they lost the bubble, man, as a teammate.
that's a real thing.
The bubble effect.
Definitely. They're not going to be come on. They're not going to be in the finals anymore. We watched just like you said, a prayer. We watched just hero ball and prayer ball the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was rooting for it too, don't get me wrong, but nah, that's not happening again.
Hey, I still mess with the boy Duncan Robinson. That's a good dude. What about you, Earl?
So I wrote the Celtics, and I'll throw in the Heat, and I'll throw in the Bucks as well. I think those three teams, if you compare them to, now you didn't expect the Brooklyn Nets to be like this, but who's going to be their competition? It's kind of looking like, you could say the Celtics. It's kind of looking like they're about to 4-1 the Celtics and go to the finals.
What about the Sixers?
The Sixers.
I see them as the second best team.
Every single year we've seen them.
I know.
Kind of the same.
Did you say the
And
second
you
best
saw
team?
the trades that went through.
You say the second best team in the league,
In the East.
but they have the best record.
For now.
I think if Ben Simmons and Embiid can stay healthy, I think they can match up with the Bucks pretty well.
But see, you're talking about two people or two teams, at least to me, to fight for second place.
Yeah, they're gonna lose to the Lakers, but
Well, they about to lose it. To me, they about to lose the Nets too. We ain't even gonna see that.
yeah.
So y'all think
So-
y'all think the Nets gonna win out the East? Without a doubt. No questions.
I think so.
No
I think so,
questions asked.
man. I think they'll lose. No, go ahead, Earl. My fault.
I just, for years, I thought Giannis was gonna take them, and for years I've been upset. So yeah, it's gonna happen.
He signed a contract, right?
He saw the wrong one, but
Yeah.
Damn. Yo, he didn't even have to come to the Warriors, but that dude
He did.
should. No, okay, yeah,
He did.
He
He can't shoot.
That's cool. That's cool. He could have came to the Warriors, but all I'm saying is, he should not have stayed. I don't care if he thought he got a better chance. And then didn't the Bucks, or not the Bucks, the Nets get KD before he signed his contract? I'm pretty sure.
I think his mom said she didn't want to move.
Oh,
All right.
so you gotta put your foot down. Mama, I'm a
Hey,
grown man.
he's a mama's boy, you
look,
know.
Ma, you don't gotta leave. I'll pay for your house here. I'll send you money every week. You
What if he lives with his mom?
And his brothers live with him. Hey, Alex and them, they stay. Well, no, they in the league now. But you good.
Who's Alex?
His brother.
Younger brother, Laker,
Oh,
champion.
Champion.
I thought it was. This name's not Kostas?
No, that's the second, I think.
Wait, no.
I don't know.
No, I think Des right.
Yeah, I think
Costas is the one that's on the Lakers. Alex is still in high school.
You're
So,
right.
yeah,
Okay,
You're right.
okay.
So Alex
You're right.
could have stayed home with mom. The Nassas don't gotta leave. He don't gotta leave the Bucks. He stay in Milwaukee with mom. And then, Giannis goes somewhere else.
Yo, his mom don't claim them. What if his mom don't claim them? Just Giannis.
They literally all live in the same house.
Hey, I think the money in the housing looking a little different if he stays with the brother at the Bucks.
Hey,
That food ain't gonna be that good no more. Man.
hey, that's probably you're probably right. You're probably like,
The Nassas is like, Mama, I got you. He's like,
Mom is probably mad as hell. Like, where is the money? This is not the same money that we had when Giannis was
She gonna be mad as hell.
Mama, we don't need Giannis.
She gonna say, I don't need you.
Tomorrow morning, I'm buying a first class ticket. I'm going back with Giannis.
Oh, come on, man.
You stay here. He'll show up at Giannis' new house. Hey, baby, I'm here. San Francisco does not look so bad anymore. All right, so last question before we get to rapid fire. Surprise G League player. So who surprised me as a G League player? Is that somebody who's out the G League or still in the G League?
I was going to mention, so Jarrett Jack is a G League player.
What?
Jarrett Jack.
Yeah.
That dude's still alive? Like,
You ball.
not
He's
like
still
not
balling.
like dead. I'm talking about like dead, like as far as basketball goes. Like what?
He's hooping. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ballhead Jarrett Jack, big old.
Yeah. Yeah. Denver Nugget, New York
Warriors.
Knicks, Warriors, all the teams.
Journeyman.
Yeah. I think he's like 37, 38.
Is Earl Boykin still in the Jarrett Jack? Of all
Jarrett
people.
Yeah, I think he's there to mentor Jalen Green. He's like the upcoming draft guy next year, like top 3, top 5.
I'm sorry, but that sounds wild that somebody's in the G League to mentor someone who's in the G League.
Bro.
Doesn't make sense.
You telling
But
me. Like, how you gonna accept mentorship from somebody who got out
Yeah,
in the
no.
NBA? Like, there's a reason he's in the G League now. Like,
Yeah.
obviously,
They gonna tell I've been to 10 teams already. I know the league well.
hey, no, I know what's happening. He's probably like, all right, Jerry Jack's probably like, yeah, you need to do this, 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 and this, and dude's probably like, yep, don't do that, don't do that.
Yeah, for real.
Definitely.
Hey, so that's who your surprise G League player is?
yeah, shout out to Jarrett Jack.
Hey, what about you, Des? I got one. I got one.
I mean, the last person I heard of was Jeremy Lin.
Oh, that's mine.
Yesterday.
That's
That was mine too.
I mean,
Yeah.
they were talking about him yesterday or the day before.
Dude, Jeremy, that dude is raw. I mean,
Doesn't
hey,
he play for
Santa
Golden
Cruz
State?
Warriors.
Yeah.
Golden State's they primed him. Hey, listen, what's that dude's name who's hurt on the Warriors?
Who's hurt?
Not Clay. The center, Marquise Chris. That's another one who can go, but he's still on the Warriors. Like Ross, yeah, he can go. Bring Jeremy Lin in. You know who need to go? Brad Wanamaker. Jesus Christ, that dude is terrible. Absolutely terrible. 2 points and like 5 turnovers per game. Like, what? Out. Go home. Back to Boston.
Hey, Jeremy Lin, he's a champion.
Yeah, bring Jeremy Lin in. Yeah, I know he's a Raptors. Yeah, I get it. But he said himself he doesn't feel like he earned that. So he wants to come back into the league. Now, with the controversy going on with Jeremy Lin right now, I don't know if they're going to bring him in.
I mean, that sounds like an easy sell too, though. Like, just imagine if you took controversy of, Asian hate and this and that.
No,
That
I agree.
That'd look good for your team.
Now this is not the ball is in the NBA's court right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He can put pressure.
So, yeah, because if they don't pick him up, if somebody don't pick him up, they're gonna be like, oh well, shit, the NBA didn't support the Asian community. So, but real talk, I hope the Warriors like bring it like ASAP, like send Brad want to make it to the G League, or if possible, like just kick him out of any kind of basketball associations, period, and bring in Jeremy Lin.
You go to Houston.
They got John Wall. And what's that dude's name? Wait, did they just
Oladipo?
Oladipo, yeah, they're good. They got 2 good guards. Warriors.
I was thinking more for the connection with China.
Oh, in Houston? But San Francisco has a huge Asian community, like a huge Asian community. So.
And definitely in San.
Yeah, he'd be good. But Jeremy Lin. That's funny y'all said. I didn't think y'all even thought about Jeremy Lin. That's my dude.
Oh, yeah. That was my first thought right there.
7 threes in a game? Come on, man.
Come on.
Give him a contract.
All right, so I got a little bit of extra time, Des. I talked to the person I'm supposed to meet. Got a little bit of extra time. So let's get to these rapid fire questions. Ev, how do you wanna do this? Is it just answer next question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So no discussion.
No, rapid fire.
Hey, listen.
Fire.
The shit that comes out of y'all's mouth might make me want to question it though.
Hey, yeah, real quick. I need to ask this. Jazz are the new Warriors. What does that mean before I start answering? I don't want to wild out, but what does that mean?
Jazz, are they? I was referring to the 3-point shooting,
And that's it.
and that's it.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Y'all ready?
Do it.
All right. Earl, it's gonna go Earl, Dez, Ev, me. Every time. All right. Go. Is Utah Jazz a title contender?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Are the Jazz the new Warriors?
No.
Yes.
No.
No. Is Donovan Spider Mitchell an MVP candidate?
No.
No.
Yes.
No. If Giannis was on the Jazz, would they have been favored to win it all?
I'll say yes right now.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Coach of the year so far.
Stats wise, Quinn Snyder.
Quinn Snyder.
Quinn Snyder.
Ooh, Steve Kerr. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, man. Do I have to? Can I get it?
Rapid fire, huh?
Doc Rivers.
Rapid fire.
Doc Rivers. All right. Who do you see in the Western Conference Finals and Eastern Conference Finals?
All right, so I got the Lakers and I'm gonna give you just 2 caveats. I'm gonna still say Clippers and Nuggets, so I'm gonna put a little slash right there. For the East, I'm gonna say the Celtics and Brooklyn.
I got Lakers, Jazz, Philly, Nets.
Lakers, Clippers, Sixers, Nets.
Lakers, Jazz, Sixers, Nets. Favorite NBA signature shoe?
Oh, favorite.
Like of all time or like currently?
Yeah.
Oh.
Say favorite.
Okay, right. Let me just say some Jordan 1s. That's my favorite.
Yeah. I think we're all gonna.
Yeah.
I'll stay the Jordan 13s.
With the cat eye on it?
No, it's the one with the bubble on the bottom.
Yeah,
Either the 11s or the 13s.
Yeah, this is the cat eye. The cat eye. It's a circle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Jordan, I'm gonna go with Gary Payton. And the ones I'm talking about.
And you got him on hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Were we supposed to do
Yeah.
that?
No. No.
Yeah. Shoot, where's my props?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
Where you at, Keem? Where you at?
Jordan 6s right here. I'm gonna have to go Jordan 6s. 6 is my number one shoes.
By the way, I'm upset I didn't get those 4s this morning.
Which ones?
The Toupee Haze
Oh,
4s. I know your boy was playing Apex last night. Way too long. Way too long. Missed it.
Hey man, you gotta get those bots. You gotta buy the
True.
bots.
Hey, if y'all got it, I'll pay for them.
you know, I know where to get them, but they gonna cost you, and that's why I don't have one. Anywhere
I mean,
from
if I was a
$300.
reseller,
Do you know they can cost you up to $8,000? Yeah, it's a dude in Lacey who put me on, but I was like, I'm not paying that. So
Shout out to him or her.
I mean, it better be for some Nike Mags.
no, you
No,
you can get whatever you can get whatever you want.
No, but I'm just saying I'll release it. Like,
Oh.
it better be that nice of a shoe that I'm gonna sell for $10,000 and make my little 8 back. Yeah, that's crazy talk.
Yeah. So I'm not down with I've gotten enough shoes off of drops that I'm not really tripping. Plus the price of J's have decreased like a lot, like the ones coming out. So it hasn't been any that are coming out that are worth like that much. So is it worth it to get a bot? Nah. I'll pay 50 extra bucks on StockX. Whatever. Ain't tripping. Anyway, do we want to ask these last 2 football questions?
Doesn't matter to me.
Earl, you football savvy?
Football watcher. I ain't gonna say football savvy, but I watch a little bit.
So with Tom Brady winning his 7th Super Bowl ring, is Tom Brady the greatest player in team sports?
Ooh, I had to talk about this one already. So, all right, I look at it as Vinatieri was the catalyst for how many Super Bowls? I think it was at least 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 right there. We look at good old Seattle. We'll just let that. That's 3. The Falcons. You see what they did, which was let me start passing in the 3rd quarter and the 4th quarter and just give you all the time in the world that you want. He's great. I can't deny that at all. I mean, I'm a Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes to me is one of the greatest out right now, and they tore him apart with their plan, which was perfect, right? Plus, injuries, all that stuff. But greatest player in team sports, I look at Jordan, who's went 6 and won 6 and lost 0. So that kind of just throws me a loop to saying I can't put anybody above him. So I'm gonna have to say no. But if it's for football, yes.
So we just gonna not throw Bill Russell in any of these conversations as far as winners?
Well, it's hard for me because, I mean, what tape do you got of Bill Russell?
It's all on the internet. Would you like me to send you one right now? I watch Bill Russell videos.
I got you, but I'm about to see a whole. I ain't gonna call out nothing, and nobody ain't gonna say anything. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna see a bunch of basketball that's a little different from basketball today.
Yeah, basketball. Okay, basketball today, but it was basketball then. It's basketball. So are we just constantly gonna compare? Not just us here, but people in general. When we compare sports, are we constantly gonna say, "Well, it was different back then"? Well, that's what it was back then. Like we can't.
Okay. So then, was Will Chamberlain the greatest scorer we've ever seen?
Will Chamberlain is the greatest scorer that era had ever seen.
So there you go.
So
that's where I throw Bill Russell back to that.
So
I got that.
Well, Bill Russell played against people that we know.
Okay, but Jordan did too.
But Jordan didn't play in this era. Would Jordan be just as good in this era?
That's Kobe. That's Kobe 1.0, really. So yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
let's see.
What?
I mean, I got him back there. I agree with it. I agree with it.
Hey, so
Kobe and Jordan.
what about Michael Phelps?
Well, you said you said team.
Team sports, yeah. You said
Team.
teams.
They did. He's won a lot of gold medals with as a team on a team.
Oh yeah, but his major ones is individual.
That man got what 19
Oh,
gold
hey,
medals.
hey, he's nice.
19
nice.
gold medals.
He's nice.
Now, and that's tough. Like that's tough for me to say. Greatest player in team sports is tough because. Okay, here we go, Earl. You ready for this? Boom. You said is what's his name? Will Chamberlain, the greatest scorer we've ever seen at that time. Yes. So at that time he was. So are we saying right now because somebody could 30 years from now, put Tom Brady in the dust over the course of the next 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, all that's possible to me. I mean, but I look at it as we put Jordan on a pedestal, and people are putting LeBron right there, right? Mm-hmm. And it's hard for me to agree with that. And just like you said, greatest scorer then. I mean, let me say, if you brought Will Chamberlain here now, you think he's gonna have that little 100-point sign that he had up there?
Oh no, definitely not 100 points.
Not even close, right? You think he's gonna average 50?
He wasn't
50 and 20 a season. That's not happening.
So Will Chamberlain wasn't little, bro.
He wasn't little. I get you. Shaq wasn't little either, and Shaq ain't average 50.
Yeah, but Will Chamberlain was a little longer than Shaq.
Give me any big men of recent times averaging 50 then.
I think Bill Russell had like the biggest impact in like team sports history, but I don't know if he was the best.
My man got 11 rings on the court, not as a coach.
He did.
11 rings on the court.
I mean, you can't. Like I said, I'd never deflect from what he did. But if you just say, give me that one star athlete, or give me that one person that I would want on a team, that's what I'm looking.
I think for me, if we're gonna say in sports history, I would say that I could never say that about anybody in team sports history. I could say in this era in sports, yes, probably for this era, that you could argue this era. But in history, I don't feel like you can ever say anybody because, like we just argued about, times change. You know what I'm saying? So Tom Brady being great right now for these past 10, 15 years.
20 years.
Well,
20 years, yeah.
Did he was he the starting quarterback his first year?
I think he took over his first year.
And did they win?
I don't think they won. Let me check real quick.
Do you think Tom Brady's first 5 years he was as good as Tom Brady's last 5 years?
Yeah. Yeah, he's still dangerous today as he was way back when.
So I was under the impression that he's more dangerous now than he was back then, which to me means that he's not necessarily dominating.
He's getting better. He's getting better as the year goes.
Right. So
Can I throw a caveat there? I want to be the bad guy, okay? So take it with a grain of salt. Game before the Chiefs, how many interceptions he throw?
The game before the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
He threw 3, I think.
He threw 3, right? Is that good enough? Let's say if he did that, not in this Super Bowl, because this one, that defensive plan tore him down, right? But would that be good enough in a Super Bowl game? And Tom Brady still win?
You never know.
Because he could have lost that. I mean, his little Hail Mary that they do every going into halftime worked again, right? But let's just say that didn't work. Let's just say them 3 interceptions really meant something. Could Tom Brady still bring that team back?
But Tom Brady did come back from 27-3.
Oh, no. That was a beautiful game. I was rooting for him the whole time, right? But I'm just saying, in that moment, kind of like that, could he have came back again? And the Falcons, they all dropped the ball. There was at least a month of just dragging them for what they did wrong. But
I mean, was the Packers Buccaneers game, was that a close game? Do you think the Packers should have won that game? Even
the
with
conclusion of just the, I'm not going to say real people, but the internet said that the refs won that game for them. So it is to me. I mean, Tom Brady did it. Tom Brady made it, and then he showed it off in the Super Bowl. So I'm not going to go with that narrative, but I'm just saying.
I hate Tom Brady. Not that I hate him. I take that back. I don't like. People make me dislike Tom Brady. I respect him just like I respect LeBron James. Like, yeah, I think he's great. Yeah, I think he's one of the greatest of all time. So I'm not taking that away from him. But Tom Brady is a great quarterback. What's his name for the Chiefs?
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback. In my argument, and maybe part of it's bias, I don't care. The defense made the difference in that game. Tom Brady did what Tom Brady's gonna do. Patrick Mahomes was gonna do what he was gonna do, but the Bucs defense prevented him from doing what he was gonna do. If you make those defenses the same, right? Like whether you make the Bucs defense not as good, like the equal level as the Chiefs defense, or if you make the Chiefs defense as good as what the Bucs defense was, I don't think that the game would have been that bad. Like the score would have been that much of a difference. Like they're both great quarterbacks. So I don't necessarily think Tom Brady won that game. I think the defense prevented Patrick Mahomes from winning that game.
Well, how much yards did Tom Brady have that game? And that's the one thing that never gets talked about.
Yeah, it was like three something, right?
Did it look dominating, or did the defense look dominating to me? Because the defense ran him out, but Tom Brady just looked like he was just out there, just making right plays, making smart plays, but not making like the big plays. I mean, he didn't need to at that game either.
Yeah, he was efficient. Are
you looking at the numbers?
They ran the boys up, so
yeah,
you have to be efficient.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the stats for the Super Bowl. I'm trying to figure out how many yards.
I think he threw like 370 or something like that, right?
I don't know if it was that much.
Might have been, or 270.
Let me see.
What was the original question?
Matt's, I don't hate Tom Brady. I just strongly dislike him.
I felt like that was coming too. You said they're smiling too much ready to ask that question.
Who does?
No, the question was, is Tom Brady the greatest player in team sports history?
It's about criteria for me when it comes to these type of questions, man. Always, what are we talking about? What's the criteria? List them out. I'll tell you the answer. But Tom Brady is in the conversation.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think football is the toughest sport. And I mean, Tom Brady, I think he's the best player in football. So he should be in that conversation.
Oh, only 201 yards. 21 of 29. Three touchdowns. Yeah.
And they won by how much?
A couple scores, a couple touchdowns.
A couple, right?
Yeah,
A good couple. But then,
literally, it was,
so I look at it. You tell me 201 yards in a blowout?
Yeah, I think he got three touchdowns in a run. Well, not a run for Tom Brady, but a run for Fournette.
Fournette. Yep.
Yeah. He had a good game.
yeah,
Better than Mahomes.
definitely better than Mahomes.
I would have never thought the Chiefs would not score a touchdown
In the game.
in a game.
Yeah.
I would never bet that at all. Like whoever bet on that for not to score a touchdown,
Make crazy money.
that's crazy.
Anyway, my hate for Tom Brady continues. No, I don't think that he's the greatest player in team sports history. Maybe just this era, like, but that's also hard because you got LeBron James. You know what I'm saying?
He's in so many eras though, man.
LeBron or Tom?
Tom.
Weren't they kind of in the same? Like in the same span? I mean, Tom was started 3 years early. 2 years early? 2 years early.
I mean, what are we?
Well, see, I mean, when you say team, and then we want to say LeBron versus Brady, the problem that I have is kind of like that Kobe versus anybody argument of we look at, or it was Kobe and Tim Duncan. Somebody asked me that question, and they said who's better. And I look at the system that Tim Duncan had. I look at the system that Kobe had, and I say Popovich has stayed there literally the whole time that Tim Duncan was there, right? You could say the same with Tom Brady and Belichick. I mean, he took that 1 year out and showed, hey, I can do it myself. But you have a great system in place. It's like a great home to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
It's a perfect fit. So, and then you throw LeBron in there. What he had?
Yeah. How many? Yeah. How many? Like I'm kind of like how many coaches did that man have?
He's had at least 5, 6, close to 7 coaches. So I mean, you look at Brady, he's had the same system flowing too. So I feel like you got to add that stuff in that conversation too. I don't want to say take away from them, but
that's actually a really
an
good point.
advantage to have.
That's a really good point. Does the system make Tom Brady great, or is like
No.
Obviously,
I think he
great
just
as
benefits from it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say a system. I don't want to throw a system player label on him, but he has a great team. And we say overall, like, hey, your offense and defense is clicking, plus your coach is clicking. Their coordinators are doing good as well. Now, put them in a toxic environment or a team that's kind of bad, that's, you can evaluate some people like that.
And then Tom Brady didn't go to a bad team. He actually went to a really, like, they got really good pieces. You know what I'm saying? Would Tom Brady look just as good on the Cowboys?
Yeah.
How about the Jets?
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
I think the Saints would have been another good choice for him. But just because it just seemed like everything was working there. But, yeah, the Jets, Tom Brady too old to be scrambling.
Hey, he can get Antonio Brown and Gronk there. Like, they would have been all right. They would have made the playoffs.
Boys ain't even playing too. Like, they set them up in the Super Bowl nice, but boy, they wasn't playing. They wasn't playing as much as I thought they should, or they would.
They didn't have no preseason. Barely had training camp. New system. Hey man, Tom Brady, he's that guy.
But you were what, 3-4 time champion, Gronk. You better learn the system.
Hey.
And AB, you living in his guest house.
Hey.
Forced to learn.
Listen here. Now, let us not forget. If you like Tom Brady now, just remember what he did, man. Remember what he did.
No, that's Russell Wilson. That's what he did.
No. What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Super Bowl.
No, just.
Oh, he clearly threw a shot.
No, just remember what Tom Brady did. He won the Super Bowl during Black History Month against a black dude. That's racist. Hey, the internet says so.
Next question.
Okay. I ain't never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, me either.
No, I see that, bro. There's a whole thread. There's a whole thread about it. There's a whole thread. I mean, they're probably just trolling, but it was funny.
Of course.
You basically say white people can't win nothing in February.
Nothing. And not only did he beat him bad. It was bad. Oh man. Anyway, hey, I do got this one thing to say. I thought it was actually I won't say that online. But hey, I'm gonna cut this off. I gotta go. Y'all don't leave. But I appreciate everybody watching. We had a good amount of comments. I think we reached up to 6 people watching, and it's only gonna get better being part of the network. We appreciate Earl for hopping on the show.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate it.
We'll catch
Y'all go way back. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, man. This is middle school, huh? This is middle school right here.
This is all of us throwing up random ass threes and trying to catch rebounds, throw more threes up.
Earl with the rainbow 3.
Hey, we're past those days, all right?
All right, y'all have a good day. Thanks for hopping in, checking in with the Step Back 3.